The drum beat low and deep like a distant heartbeat as the villagers gathered around the great compound of Chief Okorie. Their feet shuffled in dust, and their whispers buzzed like bees in the air. She arrived in the glow of the afternoon sun, carried on a wooden palanquin, veiled in sheer red clothes that shimmered in the light. Her name was Nnedi, young, fair-skinned, graceful like the river goddess Omamiri. She was the chief's newest wife, his last and youngest. Mama Odu, the first wife, watched from the shadows of her veranda, her arms folded across her chest. She had served Chief Okorie for 2 decades, bore him 5 sons, managed his affairs, and kept his household in order. Now she was watching it all shift, like sand slipping through fingers. When Nnedi stepped down, the chief's face broke into a red smile. He took her hand and led her inside, past Mama Odu, who did not neigh. She simply stared, her face hard as stone. Nnedi smiled and greeted her. "Good evening, Mama." But Mama Odu did not respond. She simply turned and walked away. That night, while the compound celebrated with roasted meat, palm wine and flutes that sang the praises of the chief's virility, Mama Odu sat alone in her hut, grinding herbs into a fine powder. Her lips moved, but no sound escaped. The moon above the village of Umuola grew pale and thin, like it knew darkness had entered the homestead. The days that followed were filled with tension, as thick as harmattan dust. Nnedi was cheerful, graceful, and eager to learn. She fetched water, cooked sweet yam porridge, and greeted every elder with respect. But the more she bloomed, the more Mama Odu's hatred hardened. Chief Okorie now spent more nights in Nnedi's hut, his laughter drifting late into the night. Mama Odu noticed every change, how the chief no longer asked her to oil his back, how he barely touched her maize, how his eyes followed Nnedi like bees to nectar. Then came the moment that snapped something inside her. During a gathering, Chief Okorie introduced Nnedi as the flower of my late years. The elders nodded approvingly. The younger men murmured admiration. Even Mama Odu's eldest son Obika stayed too long. That night, Mama Odu did not sleep. She went behind her hut, where a roasted pot buried under the earth awaited. She uncovered it, removed a bundle wrapped in old bark, a charm, dry bones tied with red string and black feather. She placed it in a bowl, added 3 drops of her blood and whispered, "Bring down the flower before it roots too deep." The fire in her heart went out instantly. Nnedi awoke to the sound of scratching, soft but sharp, like nails on clay. She lit her oil lamp and scanned the room. Nothing but the unease clung to her. In the morning, she found a dead bird outside her door. Its eyes had been plucked. Around it were footprints, small like a child's, but backward. She asked one of the house girls who might have left it, but the girl only crossed herself and ran off, muttering, "Ajo. More evil spirit." That night, Nnedi dreamt of a woman wrapped in smoke, her face covered in cowries shells. The woman called her name slowly, as if tasting it. "Nnedi." She woke drenched in sweat, clutching her belly. Her husband slept beside her unaware. The next day, she began to pray more, covering her doorway with ash and chalk marks, as the Dibia had once taught young maidens, but the dreams kept coming. On the 4th market day, Nnedi sneaked out at dawn and followed a windy path into the sacred grove. There, deep in the forest, lived Dibia Ezemo, a feared but respected seer. The air near his shrine was heavy. Animal skulls hung from tree branches, charms dangled from ropes, and the scent of camphor and decay filled the air. Ezemo appeared from the shadows like a spirit himself, tall with white chalk on his face and red feathers in his hair. You carry a curse not born from your womb, he said. Without her speaking a word, Nnedi fell to her knees. Please help me. He poured water into a calabash and whispered incantations. Images formed. Mama Odu grinding herbs, a doll with Nnedi's hair tied to it, a shadow slithering into her dreams. It is a fire of jealousy, he said, and it has roots in the underworld. You must not eat from her hand. Do not sleep without salt under your tongue, and whatever happens, never answer the knock that comes after the third call. He handed her a charm tied with goat hair and feathers. Wear this, it will shield you from now. The sky was dark that night, the moon thin as a blade, the air heavy with dread. Nnedi placed the charm under her pillow, sat under her tongue, and closed her eyes. Then she heard them. Ho, ho, ho. 3 holes circled above her heart, screeching instead of hooting. One struck the roof with its claws. Then came the knock. Once, twice, thrice, then silence. A soft voice whispered, Nnedi, open the door. But she stayed still, clutching her blanket, heart pounding. The salt on her tongue burned.
Please subscribe, follow this account, like, comment, and share. Thank you.